However, did you know that just forming the LLC is not enough, that you can actually lose your LLC? That's right. So here's 4 things you can do to lose your LLC. So take note of this, save this video for later, share this with fellow content creators so they know. The first thing is that you don't file an annual assessment. So a lot of states require, in order for you to keep your LLC active, you need to file an annual return. Some states charge a fee. I'm in Maryland. There's a fee associated with it. But the reason why is because people form LLC all the time and they go out of business all the time. The government doesn't want to keep track of a bunch of like dead businesses. So in order for them to know that your business is still alive, you need to file that LLC. And also you get protections as from liability. And so you have a registered agent. And if you get sued, the people who suing you need to know that there is an actual active company that's still live, and they need to know where to send the lawsuit to, and having active is part of that. So that's the first thing you can do to lose your LLC. The second thing you can do to lose your LLC is not do what I said in previous videos as part of the series, is create a separate bank account for your LLC, because LLCs are an entity, and it requires you to show that you are actually operating this business separate from your personal self. So part of that is having a separate bank account. So if you haven't formed a separate bank account for your LLC, go ahead and do that now. As I mentioned in previous videos, there are lots of online banks that are available for like dirt cheap to free. I use Bluevine. It costs nothing. There are no fees. There's no minimum. There's no overdraft fees. It's just great. So go ahead and link down, check out Bluevine, and that's the second thing. Create a separate bank account for your LLC. The third way you can lose your LLC is by not capitalizing it. By capitalizing, meaning not put money into the bank, not put money into your LLC. So folks think like, I have this LLC and I just have it just in case. I want to put businesses, I'm going to run different businesses out of it. I have this LLC. But that's not enough. You actually have to run a business out of the LLC. That means if you make money for this business, you have to actually put money into that bank account and periodically have expenses, make income, make money off of it. Otherwise, it's considered like not really an LLC, and all the protection that you would get from having that are gone and dissolved, because the government would say, well, you haven't truly been operating this as a business because you haven't capitalized it. So for not capitalizing is a third way for you to lose your LLC. And the fourth and final way is something that isn't really come into fruition really. In 2021, the government passed the Corporate Transparency Act. The federal government wants to keep track of all these various different businesses. I think during the pandemic, they realized there are a lot of businesses out there that aren't registered, and there's money laundering going on. There's people who have under the table businesses. There's a lot of like businesses that aren't paying taxes. In order to keep track of that and keep track of the people related to these various different businesses, you have to actually file a document through FinFin, a formal document. I'll put a link down where you need to go file that, saying who is the beneficial operating individual that's associated with that business, so they can actually track a person related to the business. Now, as of March, I think that someone sued the government for that law, so I think it's in limbo right now. But keep on this account. Keep your mind and eyes open for that, because there are fees and penalties associated if you don't file it. Like, they're going to actually be charging people $500 like daily for not submitting that. And as of today, I've learned a lot of businesses haven't done that at all. And there's also some criminal ramifications. Like, they're going to be throwing people in jail for this. And I think that's part of the reason why it's being sued. So anyway, but that's just something to keep in track. If you don't do that, you can lose your LLC. So I hope that's helpful for you. Share this, save this, let other fellow content creators know. Keep that in your memory museum at minimum, to file that annually or to confirm. Now, if you lose your LLC, and the next video I'm going to show you how to revive an LLC. And if you don't have an LLC yet, I'm going to put a link down to my partners, USA Legal, if you're American, where you can actually just put in your state and you can get yourself an LLC. It's a subscription service, but you can pay $8 or $15 for the first month, get all the documents you need to get. And if you don't find any use for it, you can, unsubscribe after the first month. But at minimum, go ahead and get that today so you can get started and get those protections. All right. Hope that's helpful for you. JJ Gap, keep scrolling. This is the content creator attorney, helping fellow content creators decode the laws related to the creator economy and just be better content creators. All right. Talk to you soon. JJ Gap. Peace out.